Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Grow You Girl channel. I am so excited today. By the way, my name is Sherry Ruskus, and today, look what came in the mail. I have been traveling so much during the month of February. Today is the very first day of March as I record this, and I got in the mail this box from Botanical Interests / Epic Gardening, and it is not only a grow light, my friends, but it is some other goodies inside as well. So let me show you what else I got from them, because one of the things that I am announcing in this video today is that I am officially an ambassador for Botanical Interests, and I am super excited about it. I have loved their seeds. Let me see if I can, I don't know, I was just in Nashville. I could, for those of you who remember Minnie Pearl, I could keep this tag on and do the Minnie Pearl look, but I won't. But there we go. I am now an ambassador for Botanical Interests, and I am delighted because, again, I have used their seeds for years, and I've got all kinds of seeds to show you, as well as they have wrapped this beautifully. This is my drought tolerant seeds, which I am going to be talking more about this project coming up for us. As I told my husband, it's our big project for this year with our fields. So there is all kinds of drought tolerant seeds in here, which I will be looking forward to sharing with you. Let me move this box out of the way. But here's all that we're going to do today. I'm going to talk to you about, it's the 1st of March. It's time to get in many of my seeds. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we have got our artichokes that I started back in January. I'm going to be repotting them today. I'm not going to take you through all of that. If you want to go back to the video that is from seed to seedling, I talk about transplanting the little baby seedlings, so I won't take you through that, but you could hop onto that video. That's interesting, and get more about that. But what I really wanted to talk about today is my tomato seeds that I'm going to focus on, because I'm definitely getting those in. I'm going to transplant these today. I'm going to get my tomato seeds in. And I am going to, this bookshelf that's right here, we are going to transform it into, in addition to the grow light that I got from the Epic Gardening Grow Light, which I'm going to put on the top of the bookshelf. Inside this bookshelf, it was an old bookshelf that we weren't really using very much. And so I said, you know what, this would make a beautiful thing for some plants. So we got these, and I will put the link below in the description from Amazon, and we will put those up in here so that we can actually, as the plants get bigger, we can put them over here. So that, and Ed's going to help me with that project today. So we'll show you that and how you can transform your own bookshelf and really start to get the whole grow room going. That it doesn't take that much money, as I've talked about before. On this channel, I started about 5 years ago doing these seedlings indoors. And one of the biggest benefits out of it is tomato plants. Tomatoes that I have grown from seed have been the greatest gift to me in my garden. People always ask, do you do flowers or do you do veggies? And I really do. The majority of my garden is flowers, but I'm telling you, tomatoes are my love in my garden. And I've got a few more veggies that I did get in this box of seeds today, but I want to share with you the tomatoes that I'm going to be doing. And then next week, we'll talk more about tomatoes and all of that. But this week, I just wanted to share with you. I've got green, in case you want to order some, and then we'll put them in together next week. But because we need 6 to 8, what do we need here? Well, it says 4 to 6 weeks. I'm doing them now because I like my tomato plants to be pretty big when I put them out here in Colorado. I am in zone 6A now. And so first off, I'm going to start off with green zebra. And I tried these for the very first time last year. And I thought I just did them because they were kind of unique, but they were delicious. They actually turned red and they were delicious. Moneymaker is another one that I did last year and I really did love it. It was a really good tomato. Always doing some cherry tomatoes, and this is Artesian Bumblebee Blend. I have not tried this before, but it looked really good because it's got a combo between some of the yellow, some of the red. So there is that. Moskvich. Anybody who's followed me knows I love Moskvich. They are just amazing. As well as last year, I tried for the very first time Red Pride, and I would say they came almost a little bit above Moskvich for me. Loved the Red Pride. And finally, this is a new one too for me. It's called Mountain Merit. So those are my tomato seeds. And again, next week, we're going to get all into this and talk more about tomatoes. But let's just go ahead for the fun of it and talk about the other seeds that I got. I'm going to try some cauliflower. I haven't done that, so I'm going to do that. I've got some chioggia. I don't even know how to say that. Beets that look awfully pretty, and I think they'd be really beautiful to have. Some atomic red carrots. Some statice. Now, I've been out in California and I love statice along the beach. Now, of course, it's an annual here and I've never grown it before, so I'm looking forward to that. Some celosia, which I love and have grown this several times before. 4 o'clock, this is called Broken Colors. I have never grown these from seed before, and I really do love 4 o'clock flowers. What else do I have in here? I have nasturtium. This is the Jewel blend, and I love nasturtium. I especially love to put them in my whiskey barrels and have them, you know, how they just drape over the side of it. I think that is lovely. Mexican sunflowers. Doesn't feel like there's very many seeds in here, but it's okay because they do extremely well here in this climate. All right, one of the packets, or is that the dirt from something? Oh, it's the dirt from that. I thought I had seeds escaping. Anyway, so I've got Mexican sunflower. Look at the color of this cosmos. I just absolutely love it. It is called Candy Stripe, makes sense. And so that is in with my flowers. The zinnia, so I need to order more zinnias, and there's a couple more things I want to order more of, which I realized today, but this is the Envy. I've got peppermint, and I don't know if I'm saying this right. I did this one last year and it was gorgeous. Mazurkia. Mazurkia is another one. And I've got some other seeds that I have left over from last year that I will be getting out too. But then in the drought tolerant box, and I'm going to be sure to keep these separate, Coreopsis is one. Portulaca. And the Coreopsis, let me go back here. It's called Double Sunburst is the name on that one. Portulaca, it's called a double blend. I love a good Portulaca. We've got poppies, and I should, while it's still cold, get out there and get these. It's supposed to get cold again. We've been in the 60s here in Colorado. It's been really warm. But this is called Mission Bells, these poppies, and they look beautiful. And what else do we have here? We have, you gotta love the teddy bear sunflowers. And this one is called Goldie Honey Bear. Love it. I have a bunch of other sunflower seeds too, because I have a whole bed that I will do in sunflowers, and then we like to spread them around the property too. This is something I've never tried before. It's bluebells. These are definitely annuals. A lot of these are annuals, but they are self-seeders, so they come back again. This is 6 to 8 weeks on this, and California bluebells. They are so pretty. So I thought I'd try those out. The chocolate flower, I had my neighbor Vicky gave me a couple of chocolate flower plants last year, and I really liked them. I don't know why they're called chocolate. I don't think they smell like chocolate, but they're called chocolate. And we've got some black-eyed Susans, which I'm going to put out in the field. I already have a lot of black-eyed Susans in my beds, so I'm not going to put that there, but I will put them out in this drought-tolerant area. Penstemon, Rocky Mountain Blue, another beautiful flower. And then look at these Cosmos. This is the last one in this batch of the drought-tolerant ones. So that is what is new. I'm going to mix them with what I already have, which I already have quite a few seeds. Oh, and 2 more things in here in the other box. And this one is kale. It is a Premier Blend. I love growing. It's another veggie I really like to grow is kale because we use it a lot in smoothies and salads. And some more sunflowers. Look at this. This is called Florist Sunny Bouquet. Is that beautiful or what? Oh, this is getting me anxious. I did a little countdown on Instagram today to spring, and it's 18 days from this moment, and I am getting excited. We have a little trip that we're going to do in between, a couple of trips, but that's why I really want to get this organized, get going so that I am ready to go. So I'm going to put all these guys back in here. And yeah, so we are going to get going. I'm going to get Ed in here. We're going to get this grow lights going. I think I'm going to move this around a little bit, play with it, and we'll take you on this journey with us today. And yeah, see where we go. Be sure to, and again, next week, tomatoes. It's going to be tomato time, and we're going to talk more about tomatoes, how to grow them, why to grow them, all of that next with these beautiful seeds. But in the meantime, let's get this grow room ready for them this week. And you don't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to do it all at once. As I've shared before, I had 1 grow light my very first season, and now I have quite a few. So as we get this together, I will show this to you here in the grow room. That is, as the weights indicate, it's also our workout room and our laundry room, and really taking just a room in your house. This has got a tile floor, so that's ideal for it because there is cleanup. I mean, I do get dirt. I've always shared with you my little vacuum that I have around at all times because it's messy. It's messy in here. And yeah, and so we are going to get this grow room together. So let's go get Ed, get him in here to help us with this bookshelf, and away we go. Okay, so as promised, Ed has entered the grow room. Woohoo! And he's putting together this one. I did this one all by my lonesome. Took me about 5 minutes, and we'll go over that in just a minute. But Ed, what's happening over here?
We are going to put these LED string lights like we have on underneath those. We don't have those plugged in yet.
We haven't got these put together, but we will before the end of this video today. We will show you how that works.
Yeah, so these are pretty cool. So we have to, so they're just nice LED. They're really bright. They're good. We're going to use 1 on each one, underneath on each one. And
it does come a pack of 4, but we only really
we're going to save 1 for something.
I'm sure we'll have to.
I'm sure. Sherry will find something out. So there's these. They're actually pretty easy to do. So I'll just put them in, and then we'll have to. Since we're going to make this one, it's not a metal thing. So we'll put these up. They're really easy. They just stick on. Then we'll drill a hole. And we'll put these all on and drill a hole and then run the electrics out. And it should be pretty easy, pretty simple to do. We'll have to do 1, and then we'll just put it up here like this, and then we'll drill a hole out. We'll come down.
For the electrical wire.
Electrical wire that got this series. Put it under here. We'll drill one in here, and then we'll run a wire, and we'll have to drill one here because one's got to come in and go out. So it'll be a little different on each one. So we'll go out. We'll go in here, we'll come in here, and then we'll drill over here so the wire can go out here, come down here, go into here, and then on the bottom, it'll go out here, and then it'll go out to the power switch. So it's in a series.
Okay.
And you could see that on. We'll read the directions first.
Oh, no, not
Oh,
directions.
not like Christmas. We won't do that.
Oh.
So you see they just go in a series. So as you go from the wall to the end, you just plug in here and they go in and just run them in a series like that. They're pretty easy, pretty simple. They're really bright. So that's what we're going to do.
All right.
And they're easy to do. So you just you take this and you just push these in like this. There we go. Excuse my thumbs. My thumbs have seen better days, but hey.
We all have our issues.
I hit him with a hammer a couple of times, through the years, and
I've never recovered.
never recovered. So there. Then this is clean, so you just peel this off. And we should save ourselves. We're going to use all our videotape, Sherry.
Uh-oh.
Did you buy any more film?
I don't know if I have or not.
Digital, what an invention.
Yeah.
So then they're all sticky, and then you just kind of find the middle, right about right there, and you just in the middle right there, sweetie, right? It looks pretty good. And you just push it on. And they stay.
Beautiful.
I'll
So
do all
let's
that.
do
And
two
then,
more times.
yeah, we'll do that 2 more times. And then come back, I'll drill the holes, and then we'll run the wires and see how it comes out. Okay?
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so we've got it all hooked up, and let's see how it goes. Voila! All right, so let's talk. We didn't talk about it before, about that these are LED lights. So talk a little bit about that, Ed, and why the advantage of the LEDs.
Well, I mean, if you look at them, the different colors, they have all the spectrum that the plants need that comes from the sun. You have the red and the green, all the different what the plants need to create the energy that they need to grow. The LED lights draw no current. They're one of the greatest inventions, I think, ever. They don't burn out. They don't go. And so, like, you're pulling, these are, if they were regular lights, they'd be pulling a lot of voltage. But these right here, they're on the 110. We're going to get a power strip for, because they make these converters. They're converters. They're adapters. So they change it from AC to DC, and then. But this is for information only. I'm not an electrician. I'm just reading, and so
contact your electrician if you need
real support
Yeah.
and you're confused, or I think you could Google that kind of stuff too.
And these you said there's Velcro in there, so that this wire could actually be Velcroed up here.
Yeah, well, the Velcro they used to tie them up. You could tie them up in the back, but we're going to put some duct tape on the back side of that.
Yeah, but I'd like to tape these somehow.
We are. We'll get
okay.
it. We'll
We'll clean that up, and let's go around to the back. And so
we were talking about current, Sherry.
Right. Oh,
so
you
it only
talking about current.
I think,
I'm sorry.
Because you put a couple of these on there because they're only drawing 400 milliamps at 12 volts, which is no power
over there.
No power at all. So we have a bunch of them turn on. They turn on. They don't even move the needle at all. And there's also a timer on here.
Right.
If you don't have the power, they have. I haven't read the directions, but I think that if you, whatever time you turn it on and the light turns green, like red, green, or blue for 6 hour, 12 hour, or 18 hours on and off. So if you turn on 12 hours at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, it'll just go on for 12 hours and shut off, and it'll do that all the time.
Or you could get one of these timers.
Yeah, we're gonna do something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was plugged into
same
that.
timer.
Yeah, it's plugged into that now.
Because we're gonna have several. We're gonna have those lights and these lights.
Oh, it'll be a jungle in here in about a month.
It'll be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, and then this cord comes in here, goes back in, comes back out.
Yeah, we'll put a little duct tape in here.
And then we'll just take these back up. So it's all pretty clean as far as the wiring.
It looks nice. It looks like we knew what we were doing.
It really does.
It's unbelievable, Sherry.
Unbelievable.
Whose idea? Oh my God.
So
Don't tell anybody.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the finished thing up, get some plants in here, and I'll be back.
Yep.
Okay, so here we are. A couple of hours have gone by. I've had a little lunch. I took the pots that were over here on these shelves, put them over here, and then I did a bunch of transplants with the artichokes and snapdragons that I had and put them on this shelf. Now, what I will say is you will see that these shelves are wider. The one thing, depending on the bookshelf that you decide to use, is the width of it. So it might not be wide enough for some of these bigger trays. Just keep that in mind, but it's easy enough to put your bigger plants. That's what the whole goal is to have on the top here is to have the seed starting area, and then you can, as they get bigger. Now this is adjustable. This Epic Gardening light is adjustable, so you can raise it up quite a bit. And then you can also put it into larger areas. And that's what my plan is. Now I have this over here for down the road here in a few, probably 3 or 4 weeks. I probably won't need that, especially with the artichoke, because the artichoke gets very wide. So I will put it on here. I've got this light. Again, I've accumulated these lights over the years, and that light will work with these here. And then I still have my little nursery here where these little seedlings are happening. And again, I found these trays that fit this bookshelf, which again has the lights in it. That as stuff starts to happen, I'll move them down. My peppers usually go in there just beautifully when I get them going. Now, what I will say is you could do this whole kit here for about $200, which includes a heat mat. You really want a heat mat for your seedlings, and then the tray with a plastic lid. You want the plastic lid when you're first germinating your seeds because it will create humidity, which is really good for that, as well as the heat pad. So I have the heat pad under here, if of course nothing is plugged in right now, and I've got a towel under that too, just because it's on wood and safety first, I say. So that is on there. What else did I want to tell you? I think that's really about it as far as this. I feel like, wow, we're on our way, and getting this all set up. Like one step at a time. That's what I can tell you. Again, years ago, when I started this 5 years ago, growing indoors, I was just either buying plants or direct sowing outside, which I will still do some of my flowers, and we'll talk about that more as we go. I do prefer to direct sow, like zinnias, totally. I don't want to take up the space inside because they are such great growers direct sow outside. But like I bought this from Root Farm, and this is not available anymore. But that little nursery area grows it, and I've even put yoga blocks under this at times to raise it up. So slowly but surely as I decided, yeah, I liked this. And that's what I would recommend, is just to start small, maybe even get just this set up and just grow your seeds in here, raise it up, and call it good with that. Again, all these links will be below in the description, because the one thing you want is your light very close to the seeds, where on a bookshelf like this, where you could change the height of the bookshelf, to be sure. So, just play with it. You will find, as in all gardening, what works for you. So with that, my friend, I think we're going to wrap it up for this week. One thing I did want to mention, that $200 price point, and I think these lights themselves, the grow lights down here, were just about $35. Again, I'll put the link from Amazon on those grow lights for the set of 4 lights. So, if that's just something you're looking for, but if you're looking to really do seed starting, this is a beautiful setup. And these containers, when I said the $200 price, are part of it. You get what is there, like 12 of these. And these are like a hard plastic. And this is I got these my first year. So this is my 5th year with them. So again, I really feel like when you start growing indoors, everything is really an investment. From these containers that I just keep each year as much as I can. I mean, some break down, but if I get a plant during the year, I'll save these. So I've got the bigger containers to put them into. That isn't going to cost me anything. So keep that in mind as well. And so I feel better about it too, just from an ecological, sustainable standpoint, by reusing these things over and over and over again. All right. So next week we will be talking all about tomatoes. It'll be a tomato fest as I share with you my thoughts around tomatoes, what I think gives you the biggest yield of tomatoes, and just how much I enjoy growing tomatoes. I love the smell of tomatoes here in the grow room. The grow room itself is just a place I enjoy. And again, it can be any room in your house. As you see, it's a multi-purpose room here for us. And both my husband and I love, Ed and I love to come down here and just hang out sometimes if the weather's not too beautiful, as it is outdoors right now, which I think I'm going to head out there and breathe in some of this warmth of the last days of winter, which somehow we got to be 65 degrees here in Colorado today, which, yay. So until next week, let's grow. Thanks for growing with us, and we will see you next time. And in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, let us know what really resonated for you in this video, and then of course be sure to subscribe at no cost to you and be updated when we have new videos up to play.